All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. Talking about radio here live, watching the Emiliano Vargas fight. Emiliano Vargas suffering what looked like a third low blow here in the fifth round. Also live, joining me to my right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Joseph Supermex Rodriguez. Joseph, how are you seeing this fight so far?
Yeah, I don't know if I saw a third straight low blow, but it's a good fight, good test for Emiliano. Quintana seems to be a good stepping stone type of fight because we've seen a few mistakes and a few flaws from Emiliano. He's losing his footing, he's getting off balance, and this guy Quintana is making him pay for those mistakes. So I do have Vargas in control right now, but I think it's a good learning experience for Emiliano, for him and his dad, and of course Javier Capotillo to correct a lot of these mistakes that we're seeing here in the ring, which is what you want when you level up in competition. You need to see those mistakes so you can fix them. The main thing is he's getting off balance a lot. He's getting hit cleanly more than I would like, and his footwork needs some improvement.
Yeah, a lot to work on. Very good test. What do you think about the physique of the main event? Both look good, bro. Nunez and Navarrete look like they're in shape.
Yeah, look, Navarrete's got a new nutritionist now. For this camp, he's had about a 10-month layoff. I think that's been good for Navarrete. I actually have him winning this fight. I think he's looking to look great tonight. I think we're in for a war, but I think Navarrete is going to do the job for him.
Absolutely. Round six.
So coming into this round again, Emiliano's getting touched up clean. It's Southpaw versus Orthodox, which is always going to be a weird matchup. But he's getting hit, with jabs right down the pipe.
Vargas does look like he's still got the
It's
speed
a lefty,
advantage.
it's a lefty versus a lefty battle. Excuse me.
But Emiliano does look uncomfortable in there as he presses forward.
Yeah, and Quintana, he did hit a low blow. Okay, now he switches stances.
Yep.
Nice left hook there for
Is this
Quintana.
Emiliano's first 10 rounder?
Uh, not off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I know he went the distance for the first time in his last fight,
Yes.
and Quintana's here to win. I think he switches stances. He's keeping Emiliano off balance, switching back and forth from orthodox to righty. Nice left, right on the chin for
Beautiful.
Quintana. And those are the things that if Quintana had some more power, man, Emiliano might be having to get up off the deck right now.
Oh, yeah. Lead landed flush on the chin.
So, and what I don't want to see though is, I know people would love it, but I don't want to see Emiliano get dragged into something where he starts to look like a young version of his dad, uh,
Yes. He's
because
already
that's
kind of looking that way.
he's starting to, and that's dangerous because that's really why Fernando Vargas didn't fight past his 29th, into his 30s. He was retired before 30. Good combination there by Emiliano as he pushes
Nice
Quintana.
work on the ropes.
There it is. Now he's getting his timing.
Yeah. That's what the better look for him, too, is hit that body. That body's not going to go nowhere. He's stuck in them ropes. Walked him right into a left hand again.
Yeah, but the Quintana lands a left of his own
Yes.
right on the nose. And Emiliano obviously the better of the three Vargas boys. I think they're progressing and well. And there you go, good left, right by Emiliano. His footing is just, I think his feet are not.
I like the
He's
way he throws that right to the chest.
it looks like his balance is a little bit off, and that's why he's not able to get the torque he's wanting on some of those body shots. I think he could be doing a lot more damage if he just sets his feet a little bit better. He's
Yeah.
kind of just trying to be on his toes and planning at the same time. Catches another left hook from Quintana. Um,
Good round.
and like this is not bad. Oh, this is what you want for your prospect, but definitely seeing shades of his father in
Hmm.
this round. That's Fabio Wardley and Dubois.
Yep.
That's May 9th.
It's a good fight. Another good
It'll be
fight
a
on
good
his
one.
own. They gave my man the wrong belt when he started.
And see, he's taking shots on the temple. See right there, that corner exchange was good, but then he still is getting caught. Obviously, when you're in the heat of fire, you're gonna get caught as you see the Vargas corner working there. But I like this for Emiliano. Going some rounds and just getting some good veteran experience.
Exactly. Your timestamp?
248 of round number 7. And Quintana. So I don't know that I gave Quintana the last round.
Yeah. No, I think Emiliano did enough work in that one.
Honestly, I don't think I've only given Quintana the second. But we'll see here. I mean, I can see an argument for the fifth, but the sixth round I thought was a clear Emiliano round. I mean, he did get hit flush with some shots, but I mean, Emiliano was doing the better work.
Yes, absolutely.
He's now starting to work the body, and
Yeah,
Emiliano.
Quintana, it doesn't seem like he's got enough on his punches for Emiliano to truly respect him after taking some clean shots.
But the problem with that is if you run into a guy with enough pop and you haven't fixed that, which is again why this is a perfect opponent. Argentine, a good right hand from Quintana though.
Yep. Emiliano does look like he's gassing in there. Looks like all this work is getting to him.
Yeah, well, and that was something that was a problem for Fernando.
Yep.
Well, he would do well in the middle rounds, and then towards the end of the fight, he had a history of fading. And let's see if that I have Emiliano in control of this fight. But I'd like to see him land something here and try to put some damage on him and at least get a knockdown. Clean this
Yeah.
thing up.
Might just be the perfect veteran for him to go up against.
Now Emiliano started to switch stances. I don't know if that's something I like seeing him do. He's gone back to box now. See, because now he's standing square.
Not especially not in a fight where you're being hit clean for sure. This isn't the time to do that.
He's perfectly square, which is something you don't want to see. And that okay. Now Mannix is saying that was not a correct scorecard, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
He's obviously listening to the show, talking.
And then they're talking about the right hand. The left hand to me is making way more contact in this fight. Big deep breath from both guys.
And what's going on here? It's not necessarily the work rate that's tiring down Emiliano. It's the pressure. It's the you know.
All the extra stuff.
Really good about this. Canelo's really good about this. Is uh, put when you can really wear someone down when you're just putting constant pressure, even if you're not throwing punches. If you're just in their face, if you're right there, and that's what Quintana's doing so far. Um, I don't feel like Emiliano's in trouble, but I do feel like in his mind this is something new for him in the
Yes.
weeks, and we're seeing that play out right here. So Fernando just needs to settle him down, take a deep breath, and get him going.
Yeah.
But I do think you don't want to give up any more rounds though.
No, no, no. It's a tighter fight maybe on the cards because this has been close. It's been bang bang the whole way.
And good for Quintana. Win or lose, I think he's making a case for himself to make another appearance
Oh yeah, he'll be back with a
against.
performance like this. He'll be back. Let me know when your round starts.
It's at 250 already. Good combination there for Emiliano. Now he's letting his hands go a little more. Looks like he might have caught his second win.
Yeah, he's coming out quick now. Good combinations from Emiliano, but getting answered back by Quintana.
Quintana's being smart to go back to Emiliano's body, even though there was some low blows. He saw that Emiliano really didn't like that body shot too well.
Oh yeah, it's enough power down there, hitting the right spot.
But now,
Emiliano keeping that right hand up.
good left hook. Some guy up in the background. We saw that, buddy. Yeah, now this is gonna get, this is what you want though. Veteran tactics, rough, fairly good shot. Now Emiliano's starting to let the hand speed dictate this fight, and that's what he needs to do. He's got the faster hands, he's got the stronger punch. He's starting to put a little bit of the weight on Quintana.
Sitting on these punches now.
This thing's gonna open up right here. Quintana's starting to look overwhelmed.
Yep.
Now, but then here we go. Emiliano, see what I don't like is he came right back square again. He's perfectly square. That's see how he was square.
Yeah,
That's gonna have to be fixed. I know he's feeling good and pressing, but you can't make mistakes like that.
He needs to stay smart here, not just stalk without throwing a jab out there. At least
he's stalking and
don't just walk with him.
He's standing square right in front of him. He's losing his angles. He's losing his stance.
Yeah, not throwing wild left hook.
And now he's stepping. Now he's and now he's looking like his dad right here though, as he's launching punches. Good shot, good little exchange. I don't like the stance from Emiliano.
Good work in the corner there.
This is turning into a barn burner. But this is what I don't want out of Vargas. I don't want Fernando Sr.
Woo. Overthrowing that right hand.
But Emiliano, like I said, my only look how square he's coming.
Yeah. And it's these veteran tactics right here too, where he's leaning on top of him. He's got his arms held up, making Emiliano do all the work.
If Quintana can time him up and put one on the chin, he's so square, he's gonna fall. He's not necessarily hurt. That's just the body, the stance. You can get dropped really easy like that, squared up.
That would be another Emiliano round, though, in your opinion, no?
Oh, 100%. And I'm being overcritical, but it's because this kid has so much talent.
Yes,
he's a top tier prospect of the year. So what I'd like to hear is Fernando or even Capatillo, somebody say, "Hey man, you're getting way too square." But Quintana's a tough guy. I think he took a lot of damage in this round, though.
Yeah, he's looking like he's getting ready to go. Although there's only 2 rounds left. Especially the way he's just now starting to fall to the floor on his own. Gas tanks tapping on E. Good replay here for Emiliano Vargas.
That combination right there is Fernando Sr. That's vintage Vargas style.
And there's that highlight of him jumping into a shot instead of, like you said, stepping and planning into his throw.
I think we should be good here unless somebody makes a call in. But I'd like to see this continue, at least get
he looks beat up.
Now the thing is, if they stop it, this is these are
a decision, no?
Yes, because those are headbutts.
Yeah, both of his eyes are going to be shut later on tonight
because he knows this thing could be stopped. So he's gonna. This could be the most interesting round of the fight right here.
Fighting on right here. Here we go. Meeting the middle of the ring. Emiliano comes out. Fast jab. Both warriors standing in the ring. Never leaving the DAZN logo. Like as if they're standing in a tire. Good back and forth.
Body shot.
Very good body shot. Looked like an uppercut coming from the right hand of Quintana.
I didn't see it. But that's going to happen because
Yeah,
Quintana is switching from orthodox to
they clash
southpaw
the
in
heads.
the middle of these sections, in the middle of these exchanges. So that's kind of what's causing that. It's not anything Emiliano's necessarily doing.
Wild
The
shot
good
by Quintana.
shot. And Emiliano, if he was smart, he'd time him up and catch Quintana going square. And I think Emiliano has the power to put him out if he catch him when he's switching stances.
Yep. Them Quintana punches are starting to come a little slower now. He's gonna have to really time Emiliano up.
Yeah, see that makes more sense. He's got it well ahead in favor of Emiliano Vargas, six
Yeah.
to two, which is about what I have it.
Yeah, you maybe give him 2 rounds at most for Quintana.
Now Vargas right here, I'd like to see him close the show. Like I said, that doesn't mean now closing the show doesn't necessarily mean knockout. Closing the show means a strong finish. You know, high action, high volume,
Oh,
still
good hook.
purpose. See, because he's still jumping,
Yeah.
even when he's inside. He's leaving his feet too much for me. Good body work by Vargas.
Yes. Great body
Just
work.
look there, bounced right off the shoulder of Quintana, and
Like
that's the problem.
you like to see more of that.
You see a lot of these young fighters nowadays. They, obviously they're learning from Bud, who was I mean the textbook when it comes to switching stances, but he knew how to not lose his power switching stances. Good right hand by Emiliano, followed by a jab. Another right hand. He might have hurt him. He's
Got him
got
rocked.
Quintana on shaky legs
Got him
here.
blood.
Quintana trying to circle away Vargas, but he needs to throw something out there though. Needs to throw a jab. Don't just follow him around the ring. There
Yep.
you go. And Quintana's starting to hold here. He's
Yeah,
buzzed.
he's got his feet. Oof.
And
Emiliano speed.
good for Emilia. It's closing the show. And yeah, there goes Quintana once again hitting the ground. Like you mentioned earlier, that he's starting to go on his own. Um,
Yep.
but he's game. But like I said, this generation now, you're starting to see a lot of guys try to do the switch hitting.
Mm-hmm.
They have not perfect. See, Bud, could switch hit, but as he's switching, he's got his balance, he's got his power. So even if he's got to exchange with you mid stance switch, he's got power here. He's got power here. Here, these guys are just switching, and they're pawing. Where Bud, when he's switching, he puts his momentum and can shoot the right. Puts his momentum, can shoot the left. Then he's stepping forward, right hand jab, or
Yes.
stepping left hand jab. And these young guys, they're trying stopping the fight. Wow, they
Yep.
just stopped.
Fight's over.
Quintana is living in the corner. Now the question is this because of the cuts? Because if it is, we have to see if this is going to go to decision.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see why they stopped the fight, especially if it was due to the cuts. But he was starting to just get beat up in there.
I mean, he got hurt at the end, but Quintana was
He was
never.
game. He was tough, but
I would say never was anything more than just buzzed. I wouldn't say he was ever rocked.
yeah. I mean, it's got to be something they see in person. They got to whatever they see in his eyes.
So my question is this going to go to a decision or is this a TKO? And the thing is too, it's the last round. Um, yeah, I kind of agree with Sergio. Let the man go out on his shield at least. If it was 6th, 7th round, I get it.
Oh man, that might be a mix up in translation.
So let's see what happens. Good performance from Quintana though.
Yeah, very game veteran.
This is good. This was good work. See right here, this is where he finally started to put them together, and he was hurting them. I don't know that he was hurting them to where he was defenseless. And let's see the replay.
Yeah, take your time with this kid.
No, so it looked to me like the ref just saw he felt like he didn't see anything good in his eyes, and that could be something that the doctor told him between rounds was to keep an eye on his vision. Yeah, and you know they're talking about world title for Emiliano. I think we're 2 to 3 fights away from that minimum. Um, there's a lot to work on. When they go back and rewatch this fight, you know Javier Capotillo is a good coach. Fernando's a veteran coach. I mean, probably I'm positive we get maybe some text and stuff from Robert Garcia. Um, I don't think you put Emiliano in with the world champion right now. There's just a lot to be worked on. Not in a bad way, but you know, just still little mistakes that a world class fighter is going to take advantage of.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Still plenty to work on, still plenty of time. He's super young. He'll get it together.
You know, I think 2, 3 more fights against a guy at this level. Like I said, keep stepping it up, each one slowly. I think Emiliano is going to look 10 times better. Good show of respect from Capotillo and Fernando Seniors. Obviously, Quintana is visibly, and there's Amado with his corner jacket off. I don't know what them guys. Um, Quintana obviously wanted to go out, you know, on his shield, but uh, progression continues for the young Vargas, um, carrying the name of his father.
Yep. Let's see what Emiliano's got to say.
As there's some of the more of the Vargas clan. You know, Matt, and me and you were privileged enough to see because I firmly believe that in a few years, the biggest fight in boxing is going to be Carmel Moulton and Emiliano Vargas. That's going to be a true Cinco
I
de
can see
Mayo
it.
fight. And we were blessed enough to actually see that happen in sparring. Um, when we get to that point, I'll save my picks from then. Obviously, they were both, I think, just becoming pro at the time, you know, barely
Yeah.
coming up. But that sparring session, let me tell you, folks, that fight is going to be fireworks. So I think that when it happens, yeah, you know, and getting into the Super Bowl with Xander, that's huge for him. He's got a legendary father, good looks, good style. They were on, you know, remember they were on a reality show. He's got he's got everything to be one of the biggest names in boxing. They just got to keep this kid on course, keep him in the right direction, and keep pushing forward.
Seems like this was definitely going to be their launching pad fight for him, the way he's speaking right now. Still a good enough performance for him to look at this, but still needs to go back and look at the tape.
I think right now you do, like I said, I think you do another. You could. It's early enough in the year you can fight 4 times if you wanted to, but I think you fight in the summer. You main event your first card in the mid late fall, early winter, and you come back, and then I think a year from now you challenge for a world title. If if I'm guiding Vargas's career, that's what I'm doing. We're coming back on another co-main. Uh, maybe even hop on that Canelo card. If you want to take a small, stay busy between then, hop on that Canelo card. But you do have to headline your own card. I think at the end of the year, StubHub's a good spot for that. Somewhere in California.
Good way to sign out. Wanting a former world champion for his next fight.
And you can find one, but be the right one. And like I said, obviously they're gonna go back and look at the tape. They'll see all these things. But there's quite a bit to work on.
Yeah, good highlights here. Great body work from Emiliano, but then getting caught by shots. I mean, he's also still under the guys with top ranks, and they'll guide him on the right path to get to where he needs to be.
And this was the perfect guy because he was landing on Emiliano. But if you look at Emiliano doesn't look like he got hit with anything too hard. You know, his face isn't really knotted up. There's no mouses, not too much bruising or swelling. He looks pretty fresh. So, again, good opponent to, where if you're going to land some shots, it's not going to be anything that can, you know, change the course of a career.
Yeah, and then maybe let him finish the fight, man.
I'd give Emiliano a solid B. Um, I think he was shooting himself short with a C, but obviously you want to be your own critic, worst critic. But I say it's a good B. A lot of good to take from it.
Says
Plenty to.
Julio.
We'll see. And the coach kind of looked like he was agreeing with, like he was telling Quintana, like, yeah, this is over.
Yeah, like I'm gonna stop it. Not do you wanna?
So I think the coach is the one who gave the referee the indication, like, hey, you know, and there you go. That's the cosign you want right there. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Obviously, he was constantly walking Fernando out to the ring for his fights.
Yep.
So again, man, uh, despite what some might tell you, the future face in boxing right there.
Yeah, hell of a cosign having Julio Senior.
But now here we go. This
Man,
this is gonna be great. I think we're in for a firefight here. You
yep.
know,
Manuel Navarrete and Eduardo Sugar Nunez.
and it's always unfair to kind of expect guys to be in the look, man. Barrera Morales. That's you're talking about legendary fights, right? You're talking about stuff that's gonna never be forgotten. Is that gonna be that? Maybe,
Wow.
but probably not. And even if it's not, that's not a bad thing. I think the thing is that those fights, right, set the bar so high
Mm-hmm.
that get two masters with each other. Anything less than that just doesn't seem good enough. Because I don't think we're gonna get a Morales Barrera type of fight. It'd be great. But I
Damn,
think
155.
a good old Mexican style slugfest. And look, Matt, we've had our own amateur bouts or whatever smokers, whatever you call them, with border wars. Um, firsthand. I know firsthand when you get in there with another Mexican, it's something about that, even if it's subconsciously, right? That you're just those wars happen. Your fights with Danny and Chris, and my fight with Eddie was just a bet. Something about it, just that it's like a it's like animalistic. You don't even really know what you're doing it, but you're just in there. You go to these wars.
Yeah, it's natural.
We often see them with two Mexican or Mexican American fighters. They get into these wars, and this is going to be no exception. And I think this, if you're a fight fan that loves just the back and forth rock'em sock'em, this is the fight for you.
Absolutely. This is gonna be a lot of offense, no defense, man. What people like to see. These guys are gonna get in there and bang it out.
A lot of what I like to call face first defense.
Yeah. That's a good one right there. Face first defense. Like that. Like
So,
that. Don't
but
like
it's
all
but I think um, as bad as Navarrete might have looked in the Charlie Suarez fight, I do believe that the time off is going to serve him well. The nutritionist will serve him well, and I just think we're gonna see a fresh, revitalized Navarrete, and
I would hope
I
so.
I don't expect him to walk through Sugar Nunez. I don't expect him to just wash him, but I think Navarrete is gonna stop it here tonight.
I agree. I think it'll also be late. I think the if he's disciplined and in shape, I think Navarrete will be there later in the rounds as he's been the more durable guy. And if his physique is there behind him not to fail him, he should be able to handle this Nunez fight.
I like that he's with a nutritionist. That's gonna be the big thing. And I'm not like a super Navarrete fan. He's a good
No,
fighter. I just feel like stylistically, a fighter like Nunez is a good matchup for Navarrete style.
it, it's
It's
also that discipline of Navarrete that you'd always question back then. Is he in shape? He kind of got that body of too big to be a 30 pounder, but too small to be a 35 pounder. Real
see,
skinny, fat body.
I've thought he had the traditional fighter body, the throwback fighter body. If you look back at these fighters in the '80s, it wasn't until like the guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and you know Tommy Hearns and Hagler came along. But these guys, this old school kind of fighting, but they were just bang, bang, bang type of guys. But he looked good on the scales yesterday.
Yeah,
That's the best I've ever seen Navarrete look as
heavy ad push.
you do not pay per view, but you have 12 pay per views a year for you.
Mhm. At no extra cost because you're already paying him.
It's always funny to see guys like Wilder and them that used to call this place dead zone
Hmm.
now doing the promotional ads.
There's some still decent lineup for the zone the next coming weeks.
And now, don't get me wrong, I'm also not like thinking that Nunez got no shot. I would not be surprised at all if he pulls this off. Um,
He's favored. The book sees something on him.
oh, well, I don't even know Barboza was back in a couple of weeks.
Yep. Barboza's back. Adames and Williams is back. Chisora and Wilder probably going to be the most exciting fight.
I think that's going to be a 3 round fight max. I think Chisora is going to blow through Deontay Wilder.
Yep.
Oh, this is what you've been waiting on, Matt.
Yeah, hell of a decision. Yeah, a lot of you know, I wouldn't see as much heartbreak as Eddie Hearn. You got to understand, there's no real loyalty in boxing, brother, and they're going to go to the highest bidder no matter who it is, no matter how long they've been there.
And it's a one
Eventually, they all leave.
right. It's a one fight deal. He's gonna go make a shit ton of money for a tune up. You can't really. I mean, I don't know. I would like to think that Eddie can't blame Connor for this. I think Eddie's thing was just, man, you could have called me.
Do you think that's all it is? Like you could have just, hey, if you would have told me.
Absolutely. I think Eddie Hearn is like, hey, man, just call me, tell me to my face. Um, I personally do think that. Obviously,
Or just the
eventually,
respect that he thought was there. You think this
yeah.
was a found out on Twitter
I
situation?
don't see Eddie as a guy that's like Eddie's not Oscar.
Here's the news I want to hear. I've been so looking forward to hoping that this Virgil and Boots fights happen. Because if I didn't get that fight, I wanted the Virgil and Xander fight. That's a great fight too.
I don't know. I hear what they're saying, but I don't think Virgil wants that fight.
He ain't got no choice.
I just
He's,
say what
he's boxed in legitimately. There's no other fight for him to take.
Say that in the third. I've never felt like Virgil wants that fight.
Yeah. Although there was that point where they started calling out like Errol Spence and Keith Thurman right after they were talking shit about Xander and Boots. So been waiting too.
But
Because
anyway,
that was supposed to line up perfectly in this year's lineup. The first two quarters of boxing have been great.
Eddie is. I don't think Eddie would stand in the way of a bit. He's never stood in the way of his guys going to Jake. Um, he's never stood in the way of Caden going to Jake. So I do believe it's like a, hey man, just tell me, man. Hey man, I got a big offer, 15 mil, Regis Netflix. Because Connor, like they said, is said he wants to continue to work with Eddie, and I think that's really um. And look, man, Zuffa's just super shady. We're starting to see more and more. A lot of us in the boxing realm, I guess you would say, boxing fans, whatever you want to say, we've already known that, and it's you know, you're that's what I've always laughed about this whole ordeal with Dana White. Man, he's not going to be able to pull this crap in boxing. It just won't happen. Not over here because Dana. The thing about boxing that Dana doesn't have is like in MMA, right? He can banish like a Ariel Helwani.
Yeah.
He can he can control the narrative, control his media. He can't control boxing media,
Hmm.
and that's going to be Dana White's biggest problem.
Yeah, they're gonna dig into everything around Dana and this company.
Yeah, I think eventually, and then now, like you said, like we've talked about, Dana White is already in hot water with his UFC fighters with this Conor Ben deal. Um, you've already set the purse too high for. If you were talking about lowering the purse for main event fighters, you've already fucked that up.
Yeah, because you
Uh,
gave that to a co-main event, not even a main event, co-main event.
to Conor Ben, whose biggest win is Chris Eubank Jr. It's nobody.
Yeah,
Uh, it's a big event, but that was a big event off the names of their fathers.
yeah,
Um, he's either going to have to bend the knee to his guys at UFC, which I think would be great for them. I think they deserve to be paid. And then now you got MVP. Dana White may have backed himself into a corner that he
yeah,
didn't want to be in. I believe we're going to find out that Dana overplayed his hand, thought he had more leverage than he did, and uh, the stranglehold he had over MMA is going to be gone, and he's going to realize that he's just a bit player in the boxing world.
yeah,
Um, Dana should have never got involved in boxing, but I think it's a good thing for the combat sports world because Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano are going to make a shit ton of money on Netflix with Jake Paul. Um, Conor McGregor's out there. John Jones is out there. Francis
yeah.
Ngannou. Um, it's going to be interesting to see. Jake's very
Jake's very
smart.
smart. Now, I was one that didn't think that was a problem until the Connor Ben situation happened. Then it really became a problem because I mean they don't even have to be just distant retired or recently unassociated. An active fighter right now. Imagine being one of his four champions, major popular champions like a Volkanovski or a Pereira,
Sean
that's
O'Malley,
not even getting $1 million.
Sean O'Malley's like, I'm, begging for. You're
Your
handing these
hand.
guys who won a world title 15 mil. The thing is like I said, when Dana has had such control, such um a stranglehold right on MMA where he just controls everything. We've seen guys like DC and others come out and try to justify their paydays. You know, and when Connor made a shitload of money, they were able to bypass it. Like, well, that's Connor facing Floyd. That's kind of a once in a lifetime deal. Now you can't hide from this, Dana.
Yeah, now we're all under the same umbrella. They work. We all work for the same people.
And now, because from what I understand, a lot of the guys would make bonuses off pay-per-view points. Well, pay-per-view's gone,
Yep.
so I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I think Dana White inadvertently walked himself into a corner here that he didn't want to be in.
Man was fighting in Japan. Yep. Vasquez Marquez, Borrell Morales. And that crowd in Arizona does look good tonight. They look amped, packed.
And see, this is a fight that I feel like I could see, you know, it being tough and Navarrete having to pull off one late. I can see Nunez winning, but I can also see Navarrete just blowing through Nunez.
Yeah. Yeah. Navarrete is hard hitting guy, man. Hard hitting guy.
But that's what's good about these kind of fights, right? Is that I can see every kind of scenario playing out.
All right, here we go. Tell the tape. Navarrete 31, Nunez 28, 5'7", both right under the 130-pound weight limit. Fighters are now being introed. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the show as we are covering the live fight chat. Navarrete, Nunez, 130-pound unification. Live in Arizona, live on the zone. To the ring first, Sugar Nunez. This is one of those awesome feelings too. If you've ever been a first time fan, or even just a fan in general, being live at an event like this, as the main event ring walks come in, the electricity in the air, everybody on their feet, getting ready to witness what could be history. Always a great feeling. Looking like a full house down in Arizona tonight. Man, came in with some shades on. So y'all got the same meta shades.
Got the metas on. Shout out to Meta.
He got the metas on. Look at him.
Right. I bet you he's recording his ring walk.
Oh yeah, probably.
Meta ad.
But then if you lose, you can't fucking use it, right? Kind of
Why
work.
can't you walking into the ring?
What if he gets starched? Like, would you want to keep that?
If it's fucking an ad and I'm
Yeah,
getting paid.
this is me, my biggest moment, and I got my fucking shit knocked loose within the first 30 seconds right after this. My highlight of the fight was this moment. Although those are cool, they kind of make you look like an asshole in this kind of moment and environment.
Well,
They kind of make you look like an asshole.
it makes me looking like an asshole. Just walking into Walmart. So fuck them.
Yeah.
We're about to get some anthems. Damn it. See those guys with microphones.
Mm-hmm. Look at all those people. I bet they sold out of beer tonight. I guarantee it.
I love that this fight is in February.
Yes.
I hate when people feel like Mexican showdowns just got to be in May and September.
I just like it just because, like I said earlier, the first quarter and second quarter of the boxing lineup has been fantastic. This is like that good finisher of the month, right before we get into another month of good fights.
Then the second quarter starts off big with the Wilder Chisora fight.
Yes,
Um, really going to set the tone. Then you
Wilder
got Fury,
Chisora.
right?
Yeah, Tyson Fury. You got Thurman and
Thurman and Fedor. You got
Ura.
Benavidez and
Zerto.
Zurdo. So we're kicking ass so far in 2026.
Yep. Don't
And
forget, ladies and gentlemen.
of course,
I'll
the
be
fight we're all waiting for in September. It's return to Floyd Money Mayweather, and I, for one, am excited. Give a fuck what nobody says.
right, everybody, and everybody that watches these back on the playback. Don't forget to join us on Monday as we tend to look over the off season that comes to the NFL. The NBA season is now heating up with conversations of the MVP, who's going to win, who's going to really qualify.
Yep. And then you got the World Baseball Classic. Team USA looks to be on a collision course with Team Japan. Try to run that back from a couple years ago. I think USA has the pitchers this time to really offset Japan, but I think we're in for a good World Series, World Baseball Classic.
Yes,
Love
highly
that.
entertaining the last time out.
I may jump on with you guys to talk this NFL offseason talk because finally, it's more than just words. Jerry Jones is making some of the right moves that I think the Cowboys have often needed. And I think, given the potential window for this offense with George Pickens, I think Jerry sees what a lot of Cowboys fans, including myself, have been hoping for. I think we're going to push those chips all into the and just see what happens for this year. We'll have that for you Monday.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. All that and more as we also look at the rest of the league. A lot of moves being made, a lot of free agents, people projected to be set free. Who will, if anybody, will take on the Tyreek Hill deal? Who's going to trade for Kyler Murray? What if Tua Tagovailoa? And what about Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins is a guy out there that's going to be free.
And in an NBA talk, also we have to talk about this. How much is Brandon Aubrey really asking for? And is Brandon Aubrey worth 10 million?
I
Um,
mean,
that's a discussion for Monday. Now remember, you just pay if you're Dallas, you just paid your starting running back less than that.
yeah, yeah. My starting running back can't do things he can, though. That's for sure. We'll leave it there.
We'll leave it there. But also NBA talk. Giannis midseason randomly in Chicago, not on a game night. Anything to make of that, Matt?
Yeah, that relationship we all know is soured. I think the price range was set too high in the trade deadline for the Bucks to move on from him, and this offseason is going to be quite the one to look at, especially with movements from guys like Giannis, guys like LeBron James. You know, what of Jimmy Butler's? What of Draymond Green? Will he be on the Warriors next season, off season? But the playoff race will be interesting. The Knicks, the Spurs, Celtics, Thunder all look fantastic going into the tournament.
Yep. And I think I know the Spurs are white hot, but I just think the championship pedigree is going to show up. Um, the Spurs have a championship history. These Spurs have not yet gained that championship pedigree, so I'm still leaning with the Thunder come out of the West. But I think this is the year the Knicks will finally
Make it back.
make it back.
Hmm.
Um, and if it does, that's just another positive sign for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, and I see the frustration from Knicks fan too, because I've been in that situation where, and you have too recently with the history of our teams. It's just like that you're fearful at some point they're gonna mess it up, like as if they're due. Like this is going too well. You know what I mean? I see why some Knicks fans don't want to get excited about them being good right now,
Yeah.
but they are fantastic.
Which until I get one, I'm always grateful to see them lose because fuck Stephen A. Smith.
Knew that was coming. But
Still
yeah, all
understand
that more.
about the Dallas Cowboys as a New York Knicks fan, and even furthermore as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
That's 6 right there.
Okay, fine, but we talk about history. We had five more. We were the most for the longest.
I mean,
Um,
I don't know.
haven't won playoff game in a long time, buddy.
Yep. Yep. All right. Anthems are over. The feature bout of the evening will start. The IBF and the WBO on the line tonight. This should be really good. It should be really good. I would hate for one of these guys to come out and try to box.
And I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that on this one. Um, I'm gonna score this fight. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna keep a scorecard for this?
I'm gonna keep a scorecard for this.
Man. What is the next fight after this to watch? Is it Wilder? Does he come up first?
No, like we said, Barbosa's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I don't know if that's fight chat material though. Wait on that White House announcement too. See who's gonna be on that. Should be coming. It's no coincidence that Pereira vacates his title as they get ready to announce.
And Aspinall, with his eye injury, could be relinquishing that belt as well.
Oh, if it's vacant and they stripped him, he's gone. He's gone. That's gonna be
I don't know
so
what the
crazy too.
I don't follow MMA, but it seems like all signs are pointing towards let's get this belt up for Pereira and John Jones at the White House.
Absolutely, and that's probably the best fight they could possibly make.
Which I mean, I think John Jones will kick the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, should absolutely should.
Here we go.
All right, coming out of the red corner.
Shout out David Conte. He's always a cool guy every time we've come across him.
He is. He's as friendly as he looks in person.
Mochis Sinaloa.
Man, this whiskey's pretty good.
Also, shout out Sam Watson.
Yeah, shout out Sam Watson.
He absolutely recognized me at this point.
Man, look at the fans in there, bro. This would have been the fight to be at if you're a Mexican fight fan.
There's a guy trying to stay awake though. He is exhausted. This
Navarrete
they're,
showing don't know what to do with his hands.
they're the way they were so friendly with each other, right? And obviously nowhere near the same level. But when me and Eddie fought, that's what it was. We were buddies. That's my good friend. We're talking before the fight. We're talking in the ring. So people sometimes feel like, man, this is just two buddies. But if you saw that fight, and I encourage everybody to go back and watch it, it is even in a loss, it is the performance I'm the most proud of. Check out Super Mex versus Eddie Grasa on the Boxing Voices YouTube channel, Border Wars 13. Um, like I said, we were talking like the best of friends literally before the ring walks. And then I feel like we put on an absolute classic, won the fight of the year, obviously. Um, that's the vibe I'm getting right here. Is these guys were very friendly, very respectful, but I think they're just fixing to go to war.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fighters to the center of the ring here.
Still got the hat on.
Yeah, take the hat off. All of it off.
Yeah, come on, Bubba. To Ben had this off. You know the deal.
Aquí está bien, aquí no. Touch gloves. Let's go. Here we go. Round one.
Yeah, see,
Na-
look at the crowd. The crowd knows they're in for a good one.
Navarrete and Nunez head back to their corners. Round one set to start here in Arizona. The anticipation builds. And here we go.
Here we go. Now they're gonna feel things out here, but
Yep.
this is gonna be one of those fights that once we get going, we're going.
Navarrete pressing forward, letting his hands go.
Good
Short
job.
1-2.
Connects with a jab, misses with the right hand there. Here we go.
Nunez still the live favorite. That size difference, though, that height difference is very noticeable.
And he looks more than 1 inch taller to me.
Yeah. Try 4 or 5, buddy.
And he's definitely got much longer arms, which has already shown up as Navarrete has been able to catch him a couple times, and he's been able to just get outside the
In the
distance.
corner here, pivots out. Nunez letting hands go as he's caught. Navarrete stuck in a pocket here.
Good spin
Reset center back of the ring.
for Nunez. That's a good little sequence there.
Nunez gonna need to stay somewhere towards the middle where he has more room to pivot out of there.
Lunging shot from Navarrete. I don't like that. He's going to get timed up on that.
Navarrete still pressing forward. Couple throwaway shots to the body. Hook by Nunez.
Yep, and Nunez is boxing well here.
Yep.
Keeping his feet moving, changing directions, pivoting out.
Like they said at the beginning of the fight, he knows he's gonna need to survive this first early part of the fight.
And he had a good sequence there where he spun Navarrete and let off a good combination.
Yeah.
Navarrete's still lunging.
Yep. Lunging forward with his jab to the body. Nunez, nice left.
Down with his chin there too.
Good 1-2 to the body while Nunez. Also starting to lunge now. This does have all the sights and smells of a war breaking out later in this fight.
I like what Nunez is doing here, though. He's boxing well, using the ring, good lateral movement, making Navarrete miss, making him waste energy, missing punches.
Yeah, the only thing you can say is he's going the wrong way, right into the right hand of Navarrete.
And I think he just
Good
wants
round.
to timing. And it's a tough round to score. I think based on the activity, you got to give that to Navarrete.
Yeah. Good Navarrete round. Very equal in shots landed, I want to seem, but a lot of pressure put on by Navarrete at first, throughout the whole round, really. Landed some clean shots. Nunez had a good moment with the pivot. Nunez has got to be careful that he's not just doing too much moving. He's got to sit there and sit down on some shots.
And I gave the round to Navarrete also because other than that sequence where he was spun around and Nunez was able to get off some shots, Nunez really didn't land much of anything.
Yeah.
But I do think he is. I think he's finding his timing, and I think I think we're gonna expect Nunez to try to pick off Navarrete when he lunges in with his chin up. Good counter shots will be coming over the top of that here in the next few rounds.
Round 2 starting. Same pace as round 1. Navarrete coming forward. Nunez boxing back on the back foot. Ooh.
So now we're gonna have to see if Navarrete can cut the ring off a little better. Navarrete not really stepping to his side. He's kind of just following Nunez around.
Yeah, Navarrete just following him around now at this point, not really cutting the ring off. Stalking, surely.
Nunez boxing well on his toes here, though.
Ooh,
And that's usually a kryptonite style for someone like a Navarrete. You know what I mean?
not along that left hook, but did connect for Nunez. Just something to touch him.
And he's kind of free from Navarrete. He's not really pinning him in the corner. He's not letting anything off.
Well, I think Navarrete is when he gets him stuck, he gets too close and he can't really let his shots go.
Well, that and I think he obviously felt some of the power of Nunez.
Yeah,
Nunez has got good power as well.
still good pace, nice slow pace. Nunez boxing, using his jab.
And I'm starting to feel like Nunez maybe is going to wait until
Ooh,
the mid to late part of this fight to turn it on and
both,
let it get to the war.
both
Um,
big misses, but
to try to
heavy
lock down
shots.
the gas tank of Navarrete.
Navarrete
Good
back
one too by Navarrete.
reset center of the ring.
Home here.
I don't like the way that Nunez though leans over his knees sometimes when he's back and forth on his feet.
The jab is fine on Navarrete too. Starting to get there.
Yeah, this is sharp right here. This is really sharp.
I think now Navarrete is kind of settling back in. And he's not following necessary. Now he's picking his shots, getting in when he can,
Throw him more to the
cutting the
body. Also
distance.
hit that chest area, chest, upper stomach area.
He's
Trying to slow him down.
guys moving like this. If you can land the jab, just keep shooting the jab between the guard. See that jab is hitting.
10 seconds left in the round.
Good shot.
Good shot. Navarrete with a nice left hand.
Let's steal the round for Navarrete.
Yeah, throwing the uppercut now. Like I said, as he's Nunez is just leaned over, waiting for it to land on him. So Navarrete gave it a good throw.
And the thing is Nunez is not giving off a lot of offense just yet.
His corner giving good advice though. Stuff, hey, you need to move to his left. Trying to find an angle. Let's see this right left hand. Caught him behind the ear a little bit.
Yeah, if that was a little more on the chin, Navarrete might have been. I mean, Nunez might have been. Excuse me. Right around 3 here.
Round 3. Both fighters meet in the middle. Looks like Nunez wants to try to come forward now.
Here we go. Nunez on the front foot, still moving laterally well though.
Yep. That seems like they're going to start to
Back to
slowly
box.
reset to that pace. Ooh. Ooh, Navarrete landing some hands here.
Good left hook by
Ooh,
Nunez.
Nunez getting answers.
Got another left hook that lands there. Short.
Yeah, second left hook by Nunez. Starting to time up Navarrete. Standing right at the elbow of his jab now.
Yeah, Nunez is boxing well. He just doesn't have a lot of offense with him tonight. He's picking it up though right here.
The left hand of the body.
And he looks like he has the faster hands.
Yes.
I know they say Navarrete is faster, but right now in real time, it looks like Nunez has it's just a little faster. Good jab, and a little bit of the dirty boxing there for Nunez.
Yeah, he's landing good quick shots. Nice pop shots on Navarrete. He gets in the range. He makes sure he's using good use of his time.
Just not enough offensive opportunity, which is unfortunate because when he's let his hands go, he's gotten some of the better of these exchanges.
Yeah, you got to worry about that power from Navarrete though. He's a man with heavy hands. But these are good counter shots he's throwing. He is landing very good shots to that body. So yeah, you might want to see a little bit more in a fight like this. In
He
a state like this, also,
got to let the counter punches go off.
Arizona is a state that loves to favor a certain style. So you got to be careful out there.
And you don't want to lose the crowd either. That can heavily, I don't care what anybody says, that has an impact on the judges.
With a good counter. Navarrete bringing some heat now.
Navarrete finished this round back
Yeah, bringing
right
some
here.
heat now. It's Navarrete.
Good uppercut.
Yeah.
Another uppercut.
Did he
And,
wobble him?
yeah, Navarrete.
Ooh,
Wait. Nunez punching after the bell here.
yeah, what a way to finish that round for Navarrete.
And I've got it 3-0 Navarrete. He stole that round back.
Good performance by Navarrete going on right now, man. Landed some great shots, and that's literally what I was saying. But you got to be worried about the heavy hands. This guy's got power. Let's see the instruction by the corner here. Oh, here comes the replay. Left hook. Boom.
Good left hook.
Right hand.
Look at the uppercut. Uppercut. Then he follows up with a nice left hook.
Leaned right into it.
He was
Chin.
definitely he was wobbled there.
His chin was just presented for Navarrete to throw right there. All right, here we go. Start around 4. Nunez seeming to be more cautious coming out of this round. Throwing some shots to the body. Nunez is.
Cut
That,
under the eye of Nunez.
that pressure of Navarrete staying true, coming forward.
And this we talked about how you can see Navarrete kind of blowing out Nunez. If he picks up on that momentum of the last round, he's going to do just that.
Oh, yeah.
Navarrete looks very good, which is
trying to get Nunez to bite on some feints to avoid the counters. Trying to time up a shot of his own, maybe. Good work by Navarrete here. Landing jabs, landing body shots.
Yeah, now and Navarrete on my card is up 3-0, building a lead, which if you told me Nunez was going to box early, I just think they didn't think he would be this lacking in the offensive side because he's not winning rounds because he's
Good 1-2 by Navarrete.
And Navarrete is just starting to put punishment on him now.
Mm-hmm. Nunez starting to slow down on them feet.
And it's all starting with the jab of Navarrete. The jab is the jab will take you around the world, setting up everything. It's finding a home. It's setting up combinations. It's forcing hand to be at home.
Do you see the face though? He's trying to get him to time the counter that's coming back on him.
Good 1-2. Good body shot. Navarrete now starting to open it up here.
Nunez with a good fire back.
Yeah, and Navarrete just is so, unorthodox is the word they like to use, but it's honestly sloppy.
Yeah.
But it works. It works for him.
Nunez might need to start bringing some of the fight here. Get that big man to slow down.
Yeah, because right now this is a train coming at him. and that locomotive is starting to pick up more steam as it's coming down the tracks.
Yep. Yeah, just staying on the back foot here. Nunez.
And his confidence is starting to, you know, he was
Right.
boxing early in the first rounds, but now he's really boxing. He's stay away from that. It seems like,
Yep. That looks like that's not gonna happen here.
and that's another Navarrete round for me. It's 4-0.
Navarrete is starting to ramp it up at the end of each round now. That 10-second clicker hits. He hits on the gas and he starts coming. Oh, this is going to be a sight to see. Did you see the announcement of this fight, Joseph?
Yes, I did.
The Usyk fight is going to be in front of the pyramids.
Gaza or Giza.
That's going to be insane. So imagine the fucking pyramid in the background of a fight, boy.
Unofficial scorecard has it 40-36 in favor of Navarrete.
An accurate scorecard, indeed. Navarrete is just bringing too much pressure, cracking down on Nunez. Nunez not really letting go of his hands and being caught a lot more often now. He looked good to start the fight, but he's getting caught a lot in his last 2 rounds, especially.
Um, and I think like I had mentioned on Mario's show over at Infighting, I had predicted a late stoppage for Navarrete, and it looks like we're starting to get on pace for that.
Yes, sir. As it is looking that way, starting round 5. Nunez starting to come forward.
And he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to put Navarrete on the back foot and kind of sell out a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to start coming forward. He needs to slow this guy down. He's going to keep coming. I know the plan probably wasn't to bring him the fight, but you really got to bring the fight now. You are behind.
Yeah, and he doesn't respect anything you're throwing at him. Good right hand for Nunez. But it's just nothing that seems to be bothering. And they stepped on each other's foot there.
Oh, tripped up a bit.
Good body shot. Good right hand for Nunez.
There you go.
Navarrete sticks with the jab. So now he's got Navarrete on the back foot. Good left hand.
That up now. Body shots. Ripping to the body of Navarrete.
And now the offense of Nunez looking good here in this round, round 5. The clock has not moved.
Yeah, the clock has froze. Navarrete was some nice body
Good
work.
body
Right.
and followed by a left hook.
They have taken the ticker down from the corner of the zone. The time has frozen. Uh-oh.
And
Somebody's
now
fucking up
Nunez
the back.
back to the back foot. It's going to make one condition.
Nunez throwing his hands now.
It makes you wonder about the conditioning of Nunez because you would figure without having the rehydration limit. Now the war's breaking out.
Yeah, here comes the
Left
slugfest.
hand for Nunez. Navarrete. This is what the fans came to see. Another left hand for Nunez. The left hand.
Good exchange.
The left hook of Nunez is finding a home.
Oh, good body shots. He's starting to freeze.
Good
Navarrete
shot
with
here.
Body
Good,
shots.
good body shot from Navarrete.
Nunez, he
Oh,
needs to
no.
keep ripping those body shots. Good exchanges. Both fighters seem to slowing down now, taking that breath in between this battle.
Best round. Best round of the fight for Nunez so far.
Yeah, good round for Nunez as he steps on the gas here.
That'll be the first round I'll give to Nunez.
Yeah, no flurry from Navarrete to end this round as the action finally intensifies in this round. Yeah, good round for Nunez. Hopefully, maybe that was the plan. Let's give him 4 rounds. Let's start pressing on him, see what we can get. Good shots from Navarrete, but Nunez ripping to that body of Navarrete, kind of freezing him in place a couple points.
But now Navarrete several good combinations as well.
Yeah.
But
Really
what is
home.
the left hook is starting to find a home.
Yeah.
Here
Good
we go.
upper.
I think these guys know what kind of fight we're in for now.
Yeah. More good combinations from Nunez being shown.
Good body shot. He might have hurt him.
Oh yeah.
Kind of killed him over.
Ooh. Yeah. I told you them body shots were ripping him. He's got to keep throwing it.
Good
Got
right
him hurt.
hand. Yeah, he's got Navarrete's hands at home right now.
Yeah.
Now Navarrete lets go with some body shots of his own.
Taking the shots, going in.
Good uppercut from Navarrete. Navarrete kind of with a pushing jab, trying to find his range. And this is where he's giving Navarrete troubles. He's not letting him get that range off,
Yep.
like you mentioned earlier, to where Navarrete likes to keep people at the.
Yeah, he's stepping in way too close into the range of Navarrete, landing good body shots. Navarrete landing combinations, answering back. Good right hand from Navarrete, throwing it right between the guard of Nunez. But Nunez answers back, getting Navarrete on the ropes. Good shots to the body from Nunez. But Navarrete got them clubbing right hands, landing.
Good right hand from Navarrete.
Ripping that body. Here come the exchanges again. Trying to hold the arm of Navarrete. Come on, ref. Another good round by these guys.
Them body shots are taking a toll on Navarrete.
Yeah.
Got down to the body shot.
Good shot.
Good shots. What an exchange at the end of this round. It's a Nunez round right there.
Yeah. Great round. Needs to keep coming at that body.
I've got it 58. I've got it 58-56 in favor of Navarrete, with Nunez winning the last two rounds.
Yeah. Tide is starting to turn here in this fight. The momentum has shifted, especially with that body work of Nunez.
The body work is really giving trouble to Navarrete. I won't be surprised if we see Navarrete go down body shot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because he is not liking it to the body. Not liking it at all. Halfway point of the fight.
Round 7.
What do a Mannix's scorecard looking like? Mm.
The crowd is chanting Nunez.
Yep. Fan zone got a clean sweep for Navarrete.
Yeah, I think the last 2 rounds were for Nunez. I'm not bad with the 5-1, but so kind of I can see that.
Yep. 2-minute mark of this round. Ooh. Yeah,
Nunez going trying to
nice.
box, but neither guy is really being offensive in this round.
No.
But now Navarrete is starting to give up his height, and that's a good opening for Nunez to take advantage of.
Yeah.
Good
Nunez had
combination. Here we go.
yeah. Good shots here.
Might have hurt him.
Might have hurt him. Banging it out here.
Navarrete going up. Nunez being smart, going right
Oh,
down.
but he
The bottom.
caught Navarrete. Fighting back though is
Good round.
good round. Navarrete landed some heavy shots in that round.
Yeah, Navarrete takes the round on my card.
Bro, just look at this replay. Got him frozen right there. Multiple shots in a row, giving him no choice but to hold. And Navarrete eventually just loading up, trying to find that uppercut again. Go. Now in the 8th round.
Good shots off the bat. Navarrete.
Yeah, Navarrete does look good. Looks much better. Navarrete keeping Nunez off, away from that body, long jab. Not staying in the pocket too long with Nunez. Good right hand. And now just exchanging power shots here. Both guys coming with heat. Navarrete on the back foot here. Both guys reset in the middle.
From Navarrete.
Now the roles are reversed as Nunez is the one giving chase. But he's walking into a lot of Navarrete shots. Good
And he's
uppercut and
starting to-
left hook.
Pace kind of slowed down here. And I wonder if something is wrong with Navarrete's right hand. He hasn't thrown it much in this round.
Yeah, it's not coming.
Good. Right as we say that,
Oh, here comes
good
big
combination.
There comes some right hands. But Nunez has him back on the ropes. Yeah, gotta let your hands go here if you are Nunez. Caught with a shot though.
Another 1-2 uppercut.
Navarrete with some good shots, a couple behind the head, but
Nunez
Nunez
is
standing over.
punches. Nunez's body shots aren't having the same effect as they were
Ooh,
earlier.
Navarrete starting to pick it up with some heavy combinations.
Good. The 4 right hands land for Nunez, but then he gets rocked.
Still coming forward is Nunez, but he's getting caught by shots with landing his own. He's got Navarrete backing up, but is it going to be enough? Good fight so far. Here we go. Devin Haney.
I'm going to give that round to Nunez.
Definitely one of the biggest fights in the future is the rematch between Ryan and Devin Haney. A lot of people looking forward to that. Hopefully, it does happen next. And round 9. Navarrete got to have a strong lead, man. Nunez has had some moments, but Navarrete is just landing. His punches just mean more.
Devin just looks much bigger, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Start of round 8 here. Or round 9, sorry.
Yeah, it's round 9.
Good left hook.
Ooh. Yeah, really good left hook, man. Nunez might drop here soon. If this fight continues like this.
Good shot. My goodness.
Yeah, because these are thudding shots that Navarrete is landing in combination.
And Nunez's right eye is closed.
Oh,
Are they chanting Canelo?
Vaquero.
Oh. It's like, goddamn, that's weird.
Oh, Navarrete bringing the heat now.
And I'm starting to feel more confidence in my Navarrete late stoppage.
Oh, here we go. Nunez is game, but getting caught by a lot of shots here, heavy shots.
Just landing big, heavy shots now. Not a lot of resistance coming back from Nunez. This could be over soon.
Man, you got to feel like a genius if you put that money on the plus 155 for Navarrete. Money line. Nunez continuing to work the body. Navarrete throwing heavy leather, giving good answers. Nunez starting to significantly slow down. He's not even getting out of the way of these shots.
No, and he can be out of that right eye, so his vision is badly impaired.
Oh, another good shot. Oh, these guys are going
Another left
heavy.
hand. It's a matter of time now.
Oh,
Good and left hook. But what heart by Nunez. But
yeah.
Navarrete is starting to dominate this fight.
Oh my God. Rough round for Nunez for sure. Like I said, he is a game fighter, but he is taking a lot of shots.
And that
Oh,
eye is completely closed.
yeah, it's shut. I mean, they're telling him to move his head, but he's too slow. Yeah, they're gonna have to force that bitch open. Should be going into the 10th round.
And yeah, that eye is going to become a problem.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yep. And here comes the doctor.
Are they gonna stop it?
Let's see.
Shit, bro. If that looks good.
He got his eye to open just enough.
Yeah, if that looks good to you, fuck it, let's do it.
But this is not going to go on much longer.
No, 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 no. Now the 10th round continues. Stopped within the first 10 seconds to look at the eye of Nunez as Navarrete continues to control the pace here, launching these heavy shots.
See, Navarrete now is going to, he's being patient. He's going to pick the shots that are going to close this fight.
Yep.
Now Navarrete is on his toes. Now here he comes. Here he comes.
Yeah, bro, he's bouncing around in the 10th round.
Oh
Oh,
my!
I think it popped.
Oh my God! Now it's
That
pouring.
cut, yeah, that cut popped. Oh my gosh.
The ref's gonna stop this. Look how he's looking at. He's just
Yeah.
watching that eye like a.
Oh, he's walking into shots now. Navarrete starting to let hands go on combination here. Big left hook. If Navarrete lets a good couple flurries go, he could get this fight stopped.
Yeah, the ref is looking to stop it.
Navarrete coming on with more power.
I mean, and you hate to do it to a warrior like Nunez, but that's the thing is you've got to protect him from himself.
Look at
He's
him.
taking left hooks
But,
unprotected now,
but look at Navarrete. He looks in shape. He's bouncing around on his toes. He's still
and
letting hands go. Good body shot.
that's what I said. Was that the time off was going to be good. Give him time to rest the body. He's with the nutritionist, and the ref is getting ready to stop this thing. And it seems like every time he wants to,
Yeah,
Nunez
Nunez starting to fight back. Ooh.
Nunez
Ooh.
knows that he's in danger of getting stopped. Good left hand from Nunez.
Yeah, as we say that, Navarrete backs up to the ropes now.
Couple of good left hands have got through for Nunez. But now there's Navarrete. We're landing some thunderous shots.
Yes. Good combination. 4-punch combination from Navarrete off the ropes. Julio not even doing his job on commentary, just watching the fight.
He's just watching the brutality.
Good work in the corners. Navarrete's backed up in the corner, but Nunez sloppy throwing, trying to hold a hand of Navarrete, let his left hand go. Oh, but that cut looks bad. Oh, good combination from Navarrete as Nunez is rocked again.
Yeah, and I think they're going to have to stop this fight.
As they rotate back to the red corner.
He'll come forward, but he good shot on the top of the head of Navarrete.
Oh, got Navarrete hurt. Navarrete's got him back though. Combinations, letting his hands go. There's the 10-second clicker.
And I don't know how much longer this is
Big
going to.
time finish for that round, but that cut is ugly.
But the thing is that's going to be a Navarrete round.
Although that being cut open might open his eye up. No, he should be able to. It like other than blood. 11th round coming up. Now,
Navarrete, Navarrete skate his way to a decision here. The referee takes a good look at this. This may not go much further.
no, like I said, a couple good flurries. He's probably going to stop this guy in the next round or two. If he makes it 12, God bless him. But man, it is getting bad. Look at look at Eddie Hearn, pissed.
Got Vaseline on it. Shout out to Drip. Nice, good canned water.
Oh wow,
This could be it here.
Eddie Hearn told the corner to stop the fight. The judge, not the judge, the doctor coming in,
Yeah, I think that's going to be it.
and that is the fight. Emmanuel Navarrete is now the unified 130-pound champion, stopping Sugar Nunez in between rounds 10 and 11 as the doctor comes in and gets Nunez out of there for his own safety. Navarrete, unified champion of 130 pounds, dominant performance.
And I think that's a good call. I think it was inevitable at this point. Um, he was going to take some heavy shots the next two rounds. All heart. Credit to Nunez, man. Nothing to hang your head about.
Yes. Absolutely showed a ton of heart. Put on a good enough performance, but Emmanuel Navarrete just too much. Just too much. At the end of the day, he stalked his prey, wore him down, and just beat him up to the point where somebody else had to save him. The doctor did make the right call in this fight. Great fight. Yeah. And there's Eddie Hearn. They said Eddie Hearn was shouting at the corner to stop the fight. Eduardo Nunez defeated by Emmanuel Navarrete in between the rounds of 10 and 11, or as the start of the round 11 was going to begin. The doctor, ringside doctor, comes in, stops the fight. Emmanuel Navarrete, now the unified 130-pound champion. This is what you want to see in boxing, though. Unifications. Take the risk, take the fight, progress the weight classes. Definitely a great fight. Nunez for sure. Tons of heart. Very game. Gave Navarrete a lot of problems boxing early on, but Navarrete brings the pressure, brings the power, and the combinations, landing beautiful uppercuts. Beautiful three-punch combinations with the left-right uppercut. Nothing like you've ever seen before. David Diamante will now make it official. The official time. Yeah, 1 second into round 11 is what they will give the official time. Emmanuel Navarrete is your now unified champion. Unified champion of the world, the WBO, and now the IBF unified champion, Emmanuel Navarrete.
Great performance. This is just what I expected out of Navarrete. 10-month layoff, rested the body, got recovery time, got with a nutritionist, and looked fantastic. Take nothing away from Nunez. Um, Navarrete just really, really showed a different level here.
Yeah. Yeah. And what could be next for this new version of Emmanuel Navarrete?
Brought up Oshaki Foster. I love that fight. I love that fight.
Great fight.
to see what he's got to say post.
Unified champion, Emmanuel Navarrete. Thanking all the fans that came in mi rancho. Oh my God, look at his face. Shock is a champion. Who's the other champion?
130. Uh, mm,
Yeah. That time to rebuild himself did well for Navarrete.
yeah, the time off get with a style like his, you can't you don't want to be taking too much punishment. You got to take some time off to rest.
He said, no, we knew he could fuck me up, obviously. And he did. Yeah, lots of respect there between the two.
Lots of respect between these two in the post fight.
Yeah, definitely earned, man. Definitely earned respect. Something like going through a fight like that with another person really puts them in a different mindset for you, how you view them. It's a hell of a question to try to ask. Yeah, yeah. That's what it is. At the end of the day, it's a sport, man on man in there. Friendships don't really matter.
Yeah, we're friends till the rings, man.
Yep. I wouldn't try to move up and wait if I'm not for that thing. Just stay there. You're unified champion. You got a lot of weight. Stay in shape. Take a little time off. Stay in shape. But a big fight on the horizon for sure for Navarrete coming up. Might be another name on that Mexico versus World card.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, take your time. Decide your pick after a while. Stay in shape. The Phoenix. Appreciate everybody in the crowd. That is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Great night of action, great fights. Um, and another stellar call by your boy here.
Yeah, great breakdown there. Great prediction. Manuel Navarrete stops Eduardo Nunez, Sugar Nunez, in the top of the 11th round. The doctor comes in and stops it, ends the punishment, making Emmanuel Navarrete your unified WBO and IBF 130-pound champion. Joseph, any closing thoughts on this fight tonight before we get out of here?
No, look, it was a good stoppage, man. I think they said Eddie was asking him to stop it. We saw what was on the way for
It was a matter
new
of time.
um and you just don't want to see somebody take unnecessary punishment. On my card, he was well down, needed a knockout to win, and showed tons of heart, showed tons of ability. I think when he looks back, he's gonna wish he probably got a little more offensive a little earlier. But for Navarrete, great performance, looked great off the time off, body looked great, cardio was there, the shots were landing, the power's still there. Uh, Back and better than ever, and ready to move on to the next one, man.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight as we covered the fights. Completely agree with my co-host here, Manuel Navarrete. Great performance. Lots of big fights in the future for him. But until Monday, keep an eye on out for the show, talking about radio, talking about sports. We will be talking about everything happening in the sports world. Keep an eye out for our collaborations with our friends over at Infighting FX as we will review the Elimination Chamber that happened tonight. Surprising twist there as Randy Orton heads to the main event. But until next time, guys, peace.